Hi there, welcome to the Motley Crew, the channel. It showcases games from the Motley Crew fleet members. And we've got a mono Motley game for you. That is, it features just one member of the fleet, and it's called Last Gasp. I apologise if I sound a bit nasally and snotty. I have got a head cold. You just have to bear with it. Okay, so this was recently uploaded by Scott, and he's in the legendary tier Japanese battleship, Yamato. As you can see, they're on Sea of Fortune, and we kick straight off. He spawned on the northern side of the map near Alpha. Okay, he's reversing out, and I must admit, we used to complain about people reversing, but as an awful lot of battleship players would know, especially on some of these maps, if you try and move forward and to turn out, you're going to get spotted far too soon. As you can see from the ships over, the red team ships, they've been spotted because they're moving forward. Okay, we've got a defence and a Vermont on the other side of this cap. Now, you may hear some muted chat in the background. The Velos DD captain was very chatty, but to give him his due, he was spotting ships, he was capping, and he was pointing out where the threats were coming from. There's a GK pushing around there. Shots out by Scott. Yeah, red team are starting to push. They're pushing both the Alpha and Charlie caps. Blue team are standing back a little bit, but they are contesting them. Oh, okay, blue team Shima has taken out the red team GK. First kill. Yeah, red team Michelangelo's taken out the blue team Sejong. So that's one ship down on both teams. Shots out on that defence. Scott is starting to push forward. The red team defence has taken out the blue team Shima. But a blue team Yamato takes out the defence. There's two ships down on both teams. But the red team have captured the Charlie cap. So they'll now be accruing points on two caps. But because of the ships killed, blue team are marginally ahead. There's very little in it, to be quite honest. As I said, Scotty's now starting to push forward. He's got two DDs and a cruiser out on the flank. In front of him, there's the red team's Smarland. Shots out. Unfortunately, he hits the island, but good to see a battleship taking on destroyers. Okay, blue team are now starting to cap Alpha. They're chasing the red team away. The red team, Michelangelo, takes out the Prince Ruprecht, but the Ruprecht gets the Michelangelo bit of mutually assured destruction there. Can't get me words out today. Shots out from Scott on the Vermont. And it's three ships down on both teams. But as you'll see, red team are marginally ahead because of that cap that they captured early. But both teams now have 2 caps. Yeah, you can see the smile on his round on the flank there. Yeah, I think Scott is telling that GK to push round and counter the red team ships that are pushing round on the other flank. Vermont is pushing forward. Red team Vermont, that is. He's virtually broadside, though he's starting to turn out. Shots out from Scott. Yeah. Gives him a tickle. Vermont is burning, but he takes out, the Vermont takes out the blue team's defense. So blue team are now 4 ships down. And as you can see, blue team are starting to pull ahead on points as well. That's another salvo out from Scott on that Vermont. Oh, that was a decent chunk. And blue team Shima takes out Vermont with a wall of skill. Okay, so they have recovered. It's 4 ships down on both teams. You can see from the points they are virtually equal. And you can hear in the background the chatty destroyer player. He's telling the guys where the threat is. I think he's pointing out where that Smarland is.
He's coming for you.
Red team Yamato's taking out blue team Yamato. And that Smarland, as you saw, has pushed round behind Scott. He's obviously got Scott spotted because the Yamato's a bit like the Great Wall of China. You can see it from space. He manages to avoid those torps, though. Yeah, but I think that's the Velos. He is pushing up to spot. There he is. There's a Smarland. Shots out from Scott. And from the other DDs as well. Bang. Nice kill, Scott.
Next is here. Ready. Get ready.
Yeah, as you can hear, he is telling the other players where the closest one is. 4 ships left on each team, but red team are about 100 points up now. And there's the Shima. Shots out from Scott. But the Velos takes him. So it's 3 ships left on the red team.
Is here.
And so you may be able to hear there, the Velos captain is telling the guys where the next target is. Have to excuse me while I have a drink. Thirsty work, all this talking. Okay, but the red team do have 3 caps. As you can see, they're about 100 points up. Yeah, they're starting to spot the rest of the red team. There's Ashima. I think that was Ashima took out Ashima, then I just missed it on the screen. Yeah, that's the red team. Shima did take out the blue team. Shima. Okay, he spotted the Sovietsky Soyuz, who's way out the other side of Delta. Shots out from Scott. But as you can see, if you look at the points, the red team rather are about 200 points up. Although the blue team are now starting to cap Alpha, and very soon they'll try and cap Delta as well. Yeah, and there's a Yami out there as well. Okay, they've got all of the remaining 3 ships on the red team spotted. It's a Shima, a Sovietsky Soyuz, and a Yamato. But the Yamato takes out the blue team GK, which means they're very nearly 300 points up now. At this stage, things are not looking good. So it's just Scott and the chatty DD player left. There's the Shima. Yeah, shots out on the Shima from Scott. Okay, Scott's got 2 battleships in front of him. Yeah, Sovietsky Soyuz is starting to push in. She's tanky. She can brawl. He does manage to damage one of her guns. And obviously their battleship is... He's taking out another gun. He's after the blue team DD. Shots out from Scott. Starting to wear her down. The DD player picks up a Confederate. But less than a minute to go now, and there's still 3 ships left. Oh, killer broadside from Scott there. Takes out Sovietsky Soyuz, and the Velos chatty DD player has taken out the red team Shima. So it's just the red team Yamato left. But it's about 30 seconds left, and they are still about 100 points plus down. There she is. Got just over 10 seconds. Well, they have got 10 seconds left. Shots out from Scott. Bang. But she gets Scott. Doesn't matter. DD player's still alive. That was the win. Yeah, well played, guys. Managed to get it at the end. I hope you enjoyed that. We will be back with more for you very soon. And we are live streaming tonight, it's the 6th of February. I hope you'll join us then.